Now we're going to go to the ones who got some money. お金持ちの人はどこでしょう? There is a secret cruising spot in the area.
The Japanese mindset towards the special needs community. And I did not agree with it at all.
Okay.
We still have, oh my gosh, is that an old word?
I mean, you're using it.
The shade.
Just want you to love me, want you to need me. Want you to never leave my side. That's why I'm giving more.
Fucking hot. Ohio! Welcome back to another Nicho Radio. 皆さんお待たせしました。It's your boy Don Cortez, aka the mayor of Chome. I am back here for the springtime edition of Nicho Radio. Today, why I'm wearing pink? Pink. 'Tis the season, y'all. It's cherry blossom season. Hanami jiki desu. Make sure you all like, subscribe, share, comment, and follow my Instagram account at Mayor of Chome, Mayor of Nichome, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I want to share with you some of my favorite spots to cite the, how you doing? The gays during the cherry blossom season. These are some of the parks that I like. 僕は気に入っている公園になると思うんですけど、昼でも夜でも day or night, you may be able to spot some really nice homosexuals out and about looking at the very fleeting flowers. I have a list of about maybe 5 or 6 parks or locations, 公園か、花見が見える場所があるんですけど、ちょっと紹介してあげます。Okay, so first up, I'm going to say is Hibiya Park. Hibiya Koen ですね。で、Hibiya Koen can be located with the Hibiya line, Hibiya Station, or Shimbashi Station, just a little walk from the JR Shimbashi Station. で、Hibiya Koen ですね。普通のプラザとかオープンエリアがあって、コンクリートがあって、噴水もあって、there's a fountain in the middle. But most of the cherry blossoms can be seen in the park that is kind of in the back. There's kind of like a trail. コースがあって、コースを歩きながら、桜が見れるんですね。Then you can see it day or night. 夜か昼でも行ける。I would suggest looking at it after work because it's a business area. そう結構サラリーマンとかいるんですけど、仕事後で同僚と一緒にとか恋人が合流してもらって一緒に見ることもできるんですね。You can ask your loved one or Z to come with you after work. Also, if you do go and you are, how you doing? Then you can actually go walk back to the station I mentioned previously. 新橋また戻れるんですね、そう終わったら。で、そこにも結構ゲーバーがあるから、その二次会とかできるし、あとはコンビニが多いし、で、物を持ってきて、bring something to drink with you, drink and walk and look up. I'd like to say that the gays that will be off of work in the nice suitsman が結構いると思うので、その、なんでしょう、プロフェッショナル格好で、you can get a little hot and heavy underneath just like I am now. このように結構汗かけながらイケメンとか見かけることができるかなと思ってます。Maybe not as good at nighttime. 夜の方がちょっとあまり光が少ないっていうか、結構薄い感じだと思うんですね。So very dim lighting around the park, around the course at nighttime. But if you get the sundown time, 夕日ぐらいに間に合わせることができたら、it's a perfect view.Very good view. めっちゃいい写真が撮れるかなと思ってます。Also, そう、気をつけないといけないところね。Hibiya だと。When you talk about Hibiya and what you should be careful of, salarymen do tend to get very drunk and belligerent. 結構酔っ払いが多いから、they're just off the work. そう、仕事終わりだから気をつけないといけないね。ちょっと everyone's moving slowly とか、Hey, you, can I touch your hair? そのような人がいるから気をつけてください。Be careful of those people who get too touchy-feely. 次はね、上野公園、上野パーク。 And I suggest this place because it's actually, well, it's touristy. That's the negative point. 結構観光者がいるんですけど、there's a pond that's in the middle and it has a really big walkway around and in the middle. So pretty good lighting because they expect tourists to be there. 結構観光者が期待してるので結構ライトがいいというところはいいポイントだと思うんですね。あとは there is a lot of trees that align the actual full course, so there are more than one spot to take pictures. However, 結構写真撮れるところあるんだけど、その写真を撮るまでには結構みんな待っていいアングルがあるのかないかって結構 so many people just trying to get the right shot. So it takes a while to get the very good low hanging trees with the really pink blossoms. 結構パーフェクトな写真を撮るまで時間かかるというところは let's be careful of that. 気をつけましょう。Also, there's food stands. 食べるものが多いから you don't have to go to a convenience store, you don't have to buy your own drinks, you can just buy it as you walk around, so it's kind of convenient. And they do have a lot of trash cans. 結構瓶とか、ゴミが捨てる場所があるから make sure you keep our parks clean. 結構きれいにすることができるんですね。Ueno can be good at day or night, but I think that most of the tourists are there during the day. So maybe the evening, nighttime, if you can, on the weekday would be good. So 平日の夜、夕方とかにもその一番いいかなと思うんですけど、その週末は絶対人がいるから行かない方がいいっていうより、まあ気をつけましょう。より早く行った方がいいかなと思ってます。Well, kind of similar to Shimbashi. Shimbashi と同じようなんだけど、上野の方が there's some guys who are a little bit older, but the 40s and the 50s. 40代、50代のイケメン、イケオジvery good looking older men. Guys with the Bonnie from Family Guy type bellies, if you like a little belly. そのような、男がいるので、その散歩をしてあったら、上野駅の近くに行って、で、ちょっと飲みで、帰ることができると思うんですけど、you can just go home after you do your walk. There's some gay bars that are right around Ueno Station. They're kind of sparse, more separated, but you can still be able to find some nice older men if you like that type of person. And now we're going to go to the ones who got some money. お金持ちの人はどこでしょう? I think you should go to Roppongi Midtown. And this is kind of right in the middle of the city. 結構都会の真ん中にある、公園なんだけど、結構お金持ちの人、top companies and production companies and the people staying at the really expensive hotels, so 結構高いホテルに泊まってる人はいるんですけど、もうちょっとローカル、it's kind of local. I think that the people who have families are around there, but there are also some single people who don't have families, but got a lot of money. 独身でお金持ちの人もいると思う。Then during the day, probably not the best because there's families with their children going. So 結構昼中で早く学校終わってる人がいると思うので、ファミリーが行ってると思うので、仕事終わりくらいにはちょっと everyone's kind of moving to the next location. Then catch it at the sundown area. There are a lot of convenience stores. コンビニもある. It's a nice little change. It may be local, but it's still quiet, so you can enjoy in peace walking around and seeing the very few blossoms that are there, but there's also some nice walking pathways there as well. そう結構ウォーキングコースもあるし、で桜もあるし、でゆっくり静かに見ることはできると思う。If you like a little person who's got a little bit of this and a little bit of this, そうこのような人が好きだったら見かけることはできるかもしれない。And if they're already single, you might have a chance to wink and get them into your good graces. Check the grinder. Okay, so the next few places are a little bit more populated, but they're still super popular spaces and they have a lot more trees. And one of those places I'd like to say is the Nakameguro River, or the Meguro River, but out of Nakameguro Station. 東京に住んでる人は知ってると思うんですけど、Nakameguroを出て、で、川沿いの桜の木が多い。That it's very pink and very, it's very scenic. So it'll be easy for you to take a picture in a lot of different places. You don't have to wait that much. However, しかし、結構人が混むと it's very hard to move through the crowd just because the streets that are on the sides of the river that's there is super narrow and there are also shops that are there as well. So お客様もいるし、もう普通に花見に来てる人もいるし、it takes a while. 結構時間かかる。もし混んだら 取る時間がかかるというちょっと悪い点があるかなと思っています。But it's a great date spot. I've been there 3 times for Hanami. 3回も行ったことあるんですけど、1回でデートをやって、他は友達なんですけど、I think if you go in the afternoon, you should have a better chance because people haven't quite come off of work yet. そう、早く仕事終わることができたら、フレックスタイムとか使って、それから半休とかすると、いいタイミングで行けるかなと思ってます。Then there's lots of izakayas, like bars and pubs and restaurants there too, so you don't have to go far to get a drink or something to eat after you've taken the walk. One other thing is that there's no grass. 芝生ないんですね。全部コンクリートなので you can't really sit anywhere. That's why I suggest you go to the bars afterwards so you can have a sit down after taking the walk that's up and down the river. Maybe about 30 minutes if you take your time ね。30分くらいかなと思うんですね。But it's also super chic because Nakameguro is next to Shibuya as well as Daikanyama. So if you wanted to go during the day and then go on a little small date or coffee somewhere in those other areas, 他のところにそうコーヒーに飲みに行ってないんだったら、もう近いし歩けるし。That's why I suggest Nakameguro Station, but Meguro River as the place for a nice Hanami viewing. The types of guys that you'll see there, I think you'll be able to see some artistic guys, 20代、30代、40代、20s, 30s, 40s guys, very fashionable, おしゃれで、あとは maybe just like regular guys, not highfalutin 高い花の人とかじゃなくて maybe down to earth, artsy, アーティスティック、アート系の人とかいるかなと思うんで。The next place I suggest, which is the biggest place, is Yoyogi Koen, Yoyogi Park. It's the biggest park in Tokyo that is free, 無料で結構幅広い。でもthere's only one certain place where the sakura trees are, but it's very spacious. 結構その桜町じゃない、桜森があるんですけど、you have to go kind of in the middle. 奥までじゃなくて真ん中の方まで行ったら結構座る場所とか行って、there's lots of toilets, there's lots of trash bins, トイレが多いし、あとゴミ箱も多いし、そう歩きながらまあちょっと周りも結構 lots of people there. You can look at all of the hot guys that are on the way there, especially if it's on the weekend. So 週末の方が多分普通に芝生で遊んでいる人がいると思うので、イケメンを見ながら桜に向かうことができるかなと思ってますね。There's one thing I should say though. The one thing about Yoyogi Park is that コンビニがありません。There's no convenience stores in the park.There's one little like snack shop, but they only have like water and like one beer choice. So 一つのビールの種類しかないのと、あとは高いし、だから you should take a walk to the convenience stores that are at the Harajuku station off of the JR line and get all you need. Or また自転車乗って、それが自転車乗って一つで頼むことができると思うんですけど、make sure you're prepared. 準備を十分やってください。花見に行く前に、Yoyogi Park.There's a fountain in the middle. The fountain is usually where all of the entertainers go. De sokkara you go to the left, and that's where the bathroom and the cherry blossom forest is. Now, what I will say is, where the gays go, they will go to the cherry blossom area with big groups, but there's also a nice picnic area beyond the fountain in the opposite direction. So, 別のところともうちょっと奥の方に小池があるんですけど、小池を越えてから結構、普通にピクニックをやっている人がいるのと、あとは花見じゃなくても、とりあえずピクニックしたい人はいると思うので、そこにもイケメンが集まってると思う。There's a variety of people that are there, so it'll be easy to shoot your shot because there's more people. もっと人が多いから、声かける、ナンパすることができるかなと思ってます。And then the last place I'd like to suggest is local, still big, full of convenience stores, コンビニが多い、プラススーパーもある。あとは散歩することもできる、ゆっくりできる、夜でも昼でもできるところなんですけど、for Hanami, it's Shinjuku Chuo Park, Shinjuku Central Park, which is located right next to Tochomae Station in the heart of Shinjuku on the west side of the city. So みんな新宿の中央公園でしてると思うんですけど、I suggest that place you get a nice spot first. So 場所を確保しないとローカル人はすぐに来ると思うんですけど、the reason why I suggest that you should get there for the how you doings is because it's very close to where the how you doings are actually living. そう結構ゲイ住んでる場所って中野区、新宿区、渋谷区、あとはちょっと杉並区の方にもあるんだと思うんですけど、もうみんなすぐに切って、はっHi, Martha. Oh my God. Anyways, there's plenty of people who are living in that area that are also a variety. So 結構幅広いの人が住んでると思うんですけど、it's just easy. Small park. It's very on a sunny day. It's very spacious. Everything is within arm's reach. スタバもある。Like you can just get all the stuff that you really need to just really have a nice, relaxing day with your friends or your loved one. ゆっくりできるところだから、一番おすすめのところです。あと、if you are one of the people who know, there is a secret cruising spot in the area. Not gonna tell you. 言わないよ。ナンパできるところあるんですけど、言わないよ。してる人はしてる。You know? If you know, you know. 目線を合わせて、でちょっとシグナルをウィンクして聞いてくださいとか、それはプロアクティブ、自分からあ、飲むものどうですか？乾杯って。You can just give them a 乾杯 and create really good conversation in a nice, non-bar environment. Okay, so guys, make sure you, again, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, and make sure you go out and see the Hanami. I think they end about this weekend, the 5th, the 6th. そう、6日までは花見はできると思うんですけど、その後にもできると思うんですけど、もうちょっとyou gotta go a little more north to see some Hanami if you don't catch it this weekend in Tokyo, because it kind of just goes up Japan until it finishes in Hokkaido. So the more you wait, the more north you have to go. So go and see those flowers and take some pictures and have a nice boozy day soon. That is it for today. I will be back with a lovely guest. Peace.
More.
Ohio! Welcome back to another interview with the mayor of Chome, myself, Don Cortez. Today, I would like to introduce you to someone who is more fab and more gay than I am. Please, let me introduce to you, Jason.
どうも
いらっしゃいませ、Jason.
いらっしゃいました。ありがとうございます。Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm glad that you came. I know you're also very busy.
Don, for you, I will make time. どんちゃんだったらもう時間作る。
ありがとうございます。
作りますよ。I will always make time for you. Don't worry.
Yes, I mean, and we've made time for each other.
Where did we actually meet?
Well, I would like to ask that. If you remember where we met.
I have my version of where we met, but I'm not sure if it matches your version.
信じられないよね。
この日のこの時のあの時仲間と一緒だったなっていうのが一応あるんだけど、それが合ってるかどうかはちょっとね。
You say it. 言ってみ。
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
So it was kind of near the end of COVID. One of our mutual friends was leaving Japan, lunch together in this area. He's not one of us yet.
Yes.
But he had never been
Yes.
to the area, and so after lunch,
Yes.
we brought him here.
Yes.
And it was his like debut, and he
Yes.
was a little bit nervous.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that was if my recollection is correct, that's the first time I met you.
Yes, actually, I was not. That was blocked out of my memory. もう忘れたっていうか、
ひどい
あったけど、それは初めてかってそれは覚えてなかった。けど、そうその近くにあるレストラン。
はい、
そこから移動して二次会は2丁目。
2丁目で。
Yeah, and then we have a restaurant, Italian, very nice place.
It was good.
It was very good. I still like that place. But
good.
I will tell y'all, I won't say the name, but I will tell you that they never pick up their phone. You can't even make a reservation online. 全然なんかもう電話かけてもスタッフが聞いててもそれは無視してるわけなんですよ。いつもそこで予約するときには直接行って電話かけろっていう感じ。
そんな大した美味しくないしね。
まあとりあえず
It's not bad.
Atmosphere is good. 雰囲気が良い。
The atmosphere is okay. The location is good.
You know how they fucked up though? What they did is they took the best thing that every American would love, endless mimosas. during Corona, they had endless mimosas for lunch. そう、無限のミモサ、ランチタイムの。で、それをちゃんと予約しないと出してくれないんですね。
そっかそっか。
そう。But you know, it's fine. And now that you refresh my memory more, 覚えてる。
Is that the right time?
That is correct. That's
okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
It seems like we've known each other for longer.
I think we've kept in touch because, if you remember correctly, we were trying to start this show, a show, not just one specifically, but
something. We were trying to start something, a project together.
そう、2人でポッドキャストとかウェブシリーズとか始めようとしてたんです
なんかやろうとしたら、
そう
なんか結局こうスケジュールが合わなかったり、その作業の仕方がもうわからなかったし、
そう。あとはちょうどコロナ中だったんですね。It was during Corona, and we were filming at his house because it's very quiet. He has a tatami living room area, so it was very nice
The
Japanese
sound was
style
good.
with the two foreigners in the middle.
雰囲気 was good. You kept the idea and you kept the momentum and then you made it happen.
Yeah.
So like, good for you.
We'll
Good job.
see. It's up to you guys out there. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Like, share, subscribe, comment.
You know me. すごい社交的だからもうみんなにプロモーションする。
Everyone knows you.
そう。
Everyone knows.
I mean, you can't forget this brown, scruffy, fluffy face.
Once you go black, once you go black.
Once you go black, you stay there. I know we know each other, but for the viewers that are out there, はい、みんなのためにちゃんと自己紹介をさせてもらいたいなと思います。
I was born in the 50th year of the Showa era, but I don't look it.
No, not at all. You can do a good quick Google search. I'm 62, so gay math, so 数学使えばわかると思います。
好きな趣味はもう鍛えることジム行って、あとはmy guilty pleasures.
Yes.
My guilty pleasure is definitely trashy television.
それも僕もハマってるの。
I shouldn't identify with them as much as I do.
Listen.
I watch the Real Housewives and I'm like,
Listen, something inside of us. みんなの中には本当にそのリアリティ番組に入っているキャラクターじゃない人間。
登場人物にはもうこう統一感が出るんですよ。
そうね。
僕は Real Housewives にハマった時期があって、Beverly Hills early season, back in the day, like when it was like reality television, before they kind of like caught on with stuff.
Production.
で、ちょうどコロナの期間中だったので、こう毎晩2人で散歩に行ったんですよ。で、その夜に出かけるときに、この指輪にしてみよう。じゃあこの時計もしようかな。気づいたらもう時計2つぐらいしてて、指輪全部してて、ブレイスレットも全部してて、で、相方さんが、これ、ジェイソン影響されるんじゃないのって、いや、影響されるわけないじゃんと思ったら、he's not wrong.
He's watching you. I mean, you do stuff, right? You're like, I'm going to pick that up. I see the housewives doing it. I'm just going to go, just going to go to the convenience store real quick and put my Rolex on, my Louboutins. Break out everything.
I am guilty as charged. I will wear my Rolex watch and my Louboutins to 7-Eleven to pick up my
water, ice cream, pay one bill that's like the light bill or whatever. It's lifestyle, lifestyle. You see that lifestyle, you're like, hey, I can do this. I can do it too.
今日は出かけることがない、誰にも会わないから、頑張らなくていいと思う人はもう別にいいですよ、ご自由に。でも、起きてシャワー浴びて髪もフィックスして顔もやって、ちゃんとした服を着て一日ずっとネットフリックス見てもいいわけだから、自分のためにやるから。
It's not a bad thing.
There is nothing wrong with it.
People just don't know about it until they get older, when they start leaving all those insecurities out of the way.
And Don, you're welcome to raid my closet.
Yeah,
whenever.
I think our shoulders are about the same. ちょっと幅広いのフレームね。そう。I can wear this stuff. I can wear this stuff. Give me one thing you would say is your absolute expertise.
That I know a lot about?
Yes.
Don, I'm not very kuwashi in anything.
Not this being the thing you be quiet about, though.
No. I like. In comparison to people I know, I know nothing in any field. So I think if I was on a quiz show, I would be a good teammate because I know a little bit about a lot of things rather than knowing everything about one thing. I'm a stretch. I really am. 浅く広くという言い方がいいのかな。自分の知識はもう専門的にもうこれ で全部知ってるよっていうのが特にないと思います。
Okay.
Ga-
We can call you the kiddie pool.
キリプを。
浅い広く。
Yeah. And I'm a little shallow myself, so
Oh my gosh.
it goes. It goes.
You said it, not me. So we're gonna talk about relationship status.
Relationship status in
Yes.
a relationship. Married.
Yes.
Married.
Married. You better say it loud and proud.
Married! We have been together for 17 years.
結婚してるんですね。はい。
結婚したのが付き合って11年目だから、もう今年6年目の、結婚記念になりますね。
もうすぐ。
7月。
7月。
はい。
Okay, じゃあ夏だね。
夏です。
In the summer, July.
7-Eleven. We got married
At
in
the convenience
America.
store.
We got married. Girl. We got married at City Hall. There was no pomp and circumstance. We just went and filled out the paperwork, and they said, "I now pronounce you married." $25, done.
Yes.
And it was on July 11th.
Yeah.
And in America on July 11th, 7-Eleven,
7-Eleven.
it's free Slurpees.
That's right.
So we went and got free Slurpees and had a kampai in the parking lot, and that was our wedding.
多分日本は
ないんですよ。
スラーピーはあったか。
原宿
そう。
原宿店にはあるんだけど、
そう竹下通りね。
そのアイシーっていうこうちょっと凍らせたジュースが、もうスムージーではないけど、氷ではないけどアイスでもないし、
なんだってあれ
日本にはあまりない。
かき氷ドリンクみたいなでしょ。
的な感じですよ。
そう。Well, congratulations.
Thank you. We've been together for 17 years, and we still have what they call in Japanese bakkapuru.
バックカップルなんそれ。
Like bakkapuru is like like newlywed phase kind of thing.
Okay.
We still have. Oh my gosh, is that an old word?
I mean, you're using it.
The shade.
There's light on you right now.
On my face. Every year we take a picture in front of a 7-Eleven on July 11th.
いいね。
So we have a collection of these 7-Eleven pictures.
いいね。
And yeah.
習慣ですね。そういう習慣みんな、結婚してないからあれなんだけど、もし結婚したらそれをしたいな。習慣ね。
大事ですよ。
習慣は大事ですね。
大事ですよ。
で、up until this point, tell me some of the most interesting or fun jobs that you've had thus far 日本で。
多分日本では結構有名なテレビ局の、旅番組のレポーターをやっていて、だからこう面白い場所にいて面白い人に会って、美味しい食べ物を食べていっぱい歴史とか聞けて、all the jobs I've done in Japan was there's a very famous TV station here in Japan, and I was able to be a travel reporter for this TV station, and so I got to see just some amazing sights in Japan and feel the history and taste the food and like drink the drinks and meet the people. I got to be paid to have these beautiful experiences.
What's the name of the show again?
If you go to my social media, you'll see clips. So yeah.
Okay.
But I don't wanna break any rules.
Okay. We got you. Yeah. Okay. Listen, we'll find our way to it.
Find your way.
You'll.
It will not be hard.
It won't be hard.
Well done.
Listen, there's a little blue pill for that.
Oh!
Anyway, so from those
I thought this was a family show.
This is a blue show, as like they call it in the show, in the TV world.
All right. This one, I don't know what to do with this one.
Well, you came on the show, that's all you can do.
Hey.
Thank you. Demo, I want to take your experiences that you have and go into what you're doing now, because I think it's so fascinating, that experience and the journey that you've had. 今のやっている仕事、今、NPO ね、何時、NPO そのチャリティーなんですけど、2つの部分があるんですね。まず、tell me if I'm wrong about this. まずはダウン症の子供を、コミュニティを作って、で、その、子供たちのタレント、才能とかそれをスポットライトして、ちゃんと、自信を持たせて、いろいろなアクティビティをやってるんですね。で、そのもう一つの部分は、そのダウン症の子供のコンテストもやっています。その2つも、もう全部、get into showbiz for children with Down syndrome with talents. And I've been to one of the galas
that
you had. Wonderful. And I was actually surprised at how many people were not just supportive, but how many of the kids that you work with. So tell me more about how you started Special Beauty and why you wanted to start.
Well, it all started when I was on a flight to America and clicked on documentaries, and there's a documentary about a beauty pageant for girls with special needs. And it sounded really interesting to me, and so I watched it. And I was sobbing at the end of it. Like, here I was on the airplane, surrounded by strangers, sobbing as I was watching this beautiful documentary. And I just remember like trying to digest what I had just seen, and just overwhelmed with how beautiful it was. And it was a 14-hour flight, and a 14-hour flight, as you know, is 2 naps, 2 movies, 2 meals, and you're still not there.
Right, and 2 pisses too.
Well, in my case, more than 2. But so I want to watch it again. So I watched it for a second time.
Yeah.
And the second time I watched it, I was really watching everyone around them. And the positive impact that this event has stateside was so beautiful to me that I committed myself then and there on the plane that I was going to find the organization in Japan that does this, and I was going to volunteer. And I did my research, and I found out 2 things.
Yeah.
Number 1, there wasn't an organization like that in Japan at the time.
Okay.
And number 2,
もともとインスパイアされてる飛行機内の見たドキュメンタリーがあって、でそこからインスパイアされてても何回も見たんだけど、泣いちゃってってことだけはなく。
I found out more about the Japanese mindset towards the special needs community. And I did not agree with it at all. 日本にはないことにまずびっくりして、この知的発達障害の若者のためにこういうイベントがなかったことにまずびっくりしたのと、2つ目はみんなではないんですけど、多くの日本人の障害者へのこう見方というか、こう障害者への意見というか、こうが僕はもう理解ができなかったっていうのが、昔の考え方だと、こう例えばこうダウン症で生まれた子供がいたら、もう隠す。奥の部屋に奥の部屋に行っても人に見せないとか、家族には報告しない。
まるでなんか貴族、昔の貴族みたいな感じですね。
なんかちょっとかわいそうだった。
そうですね。アウトサイドから外からも理解できないのと、あとは多分その家族自体も恥ずかしいっていうか、どうすればいいのかとかそういうところで分かんないからね。
そして私はじゃあ自分の中にイメージしたイベントをこうもうカフェに座ってもう企画を一生懸命考えて、そしたらなんかいろんな人に会ってインタビューをしたり、こう話していろいろこう情報をたくさん吸収しているうちに、大変な事件があったんですよ。相模大野で、施設で20人以上ぐらい殺した人がいたんですよ。僕はそれ見て、まずもうショックでしょうがない、ショックだった。けどそれ以上ショックされたのがテレビとかメディアでは、その被害者の名前は、発表しないんですよ。
普通にするよね。
21歳の男性、20歳の女性。で、僕が見て、待ってください。その人が喋れないから言いたいことがないわけではないです。So, as I came back to Japan,
what year was that?
This was in 2015 or 16.
15 or 16.
Yeah.
So this is the part where you're already going and putting yourself into the community. You were finding people, meeting people, getting people to be on board.
Learning a lot, just absorbing as much information as I could because it was all new to me.
And then in that city of Sagami Ono,
attack on a care facility, and more than 20 people lost their lives.
Yes, well, they were unalived.
Their names were never mentioned on TV.
Right,
or
just the
media.
ages.
Just the gender and age.
Yes.
And I was like, why not? Just because they can't speak doesn't mean they don't have something to say.
Right.
Just because they can't move doesn't mean they don't have dreams.
Right.
And like they have value.
Yeah.
So it really kind of set this fire for me to really become a voice for the people who don't have that voice. And I just want to make sure that as many people can experience special beauty as possible.
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You've expanded. You do have a presence. I think everyone, when I went to the event, they were so glad that someone was doing something like this, and the kids just were so excited. Oh my gosh, すごいサポーターが多いんですねと思う。
I know what it's like to feel like a star.
Yes.
I'm not saying that I am a star or that I'm famous by any means, but I'm saying that I know how that feels. And I don't feel like that should be limited to a certain percent of the population.
Yes.
I believe that everyone is beautiful. Everyone has the right to shine.
Right.
So I just wanted to provide a space for those with less opportunities to shine to shine.
そうですね。そうちゃんとセーフスペースを開けて、このコミュニティも人がいますよ。あなたと同じような、障害者っていうかその同じような生活をしている人がいますよとか、サポーターもいますよとか、それはちゃんとスペースを開けないとみんなわからないもんね。
どんな方でも美しく輝く権利があると私は信じているから、それ障害があるなしに関わらず、もうどんな人でも輝く権利があるので、そのスペースを作りたいと思った。
そうですね。そうだからもしみんな見てるんだったら、家族とか、自分の家族の中に入っている人が、障害者だけでなくそのスペシャルビューティー、の、コミュニティに入りたいとか、絶対にフィットすると思うんだったら、ぜひジェイソンに連絡していただければと思います。
そうだね。インスタとかもソーシャルメディアには、もう個人のアカウントもあるし、スペシャルビューティーのアカウントもあるから、別に家族とか友達には障害者がいなくても、自分が関わりたいボランティアになりたいんだったら、もう連絡してください。
I'll leave his socials in the description below.
Yes, please.
So and I love that for you. And I would love to go to a gala again if the time is right. I will wear something not pink.
Or we can coordinate and actually like be more twins.
You know,
I mean, because we get mistaken for each other all the time.
I mean, I am the younger, hotter version.
All right, I'll take that. Steven and I actually get that a lot. Like, he gets told, like, you are the black Jason. And then I get told, you're the white Steven. So, like, we tell each other that, we tell people that we're twins. And they're like, oh, okay, bye.
The thing is, though, like, you and Steven have the same high energy. You can be on high and you can still be able to engage with people. すごい似てる性格があるので、ミステイケンというか、本当にエネルギーレベルが似てるから、すごいjust infectious.
I love that thing.
So what thing? He didn't say his pronouns or whatever, so.
Steven's pronouns are probably sparkle.
Yeah, sparkle. That. We'll go back and see if he did it.
First I have to know what
pronoun means. If you have your third game time.
This is my biggest nightmare, that I'll like be on TV or on and I like look like a fool.
No.
So
act the fool, girl.
Well,
we're gonna play a game I made for you called This or That. あれかこれっていうゲームを作りました。It's very simple. I'm gonna give you two options, this or that. You're gonna quickly choose one of them, and then you're going to give me the reason why you chose it in 4 words or less. For example, ゲームのルールなんだけど、if I say this or that, water or gin, and you'll say, water, it hydrates me.
I don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol. I am completely sober. So,
I have never been drunk.
So, all right, this or that. あれかこれ. Tokyo or New York?
I'm going to New York next month.
Okay, then that will be that.
Okay, Tokyo.
Tokyo. All right, and why?
This is my home.
This is my home. 家だからその居場所ですね。
そう、私の居場所が東京。
Okay. Next. This or that. Osaka or Chicago?
Osaka.
Why? なぜ?
Chicago is cold.
Very true. Even now. 今も寒いね。
It's freezing all the time. And the wind. All
right. This or that. Okinawa or Hawaii? It's no
I'm
no
an
right
overthinker.
answer.
もう考えすぎて分かってるでしょ、ジェイソン。Okinawa because it's Japan and they have A&W.
Okay. A&W ね。
Yeah.
そう、あるよね。
Root beer.
Root beer. Okay. Okinawa ね。All right. It's going to get a little harder.
Those were the easy ones?
Those are the easy ones.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Sugi. This or that. Japanese festivals, omatsuri, or American parades. アメリカのパレード。
Japanese matsuri.
Okay. And why?
I feel like there's more respect for the culture.
Very good. そうね。尊敬しますね。
日本の祭りだとこう、 もうちょっとこう歴史を感じる感じがします。
Yeah, I agree. I know America's like every year just do it, but actually is gun omikoshi nada.
And I love fundoshis.
Also no. Well, that's the next one.
Was that
this or that?
Oh, okay.
Fundoshi or thongs, and you love fundoshi.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to look at someone, I would like to look at a fundoshi. Show me the mokori.
Okay, mokori. Stupid. Okay, I agree. Last one.
Oh wait, I'm mic'd. You can hear that.
I can hear you. Saigo, bottom or top?
Both. Depends on the day.
There you go. Kiniyoru. That's the end of this and that.
I got one for you. This and that. Grinder or scruff?
Grinder.
Why?
More people on it.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
all you get to ask. Jason, thank you again for coming on.
You are on my list.
You better put me on some list.
You are on my list.
超時間ありがとうございます。話が良かった、楽しかった。You
are on my list.
Look forward to the next interview on Nicho Radio. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. あとは、登録してください。I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye. You gotta let me ask more questions.
No, I don't. I told you we gotta be done. We got to be done.
You know, this is interesting that we showed up wearing the same color.
I kind of thought you was gonna wear pink.
Pink?
I mean, that's like gay pink.
Pink?